Okay. I think we're back. I'm not sure what was going on with that. It just looks like OBS was having a little bit of a panic attack or something. Back, everything good, everything look good, sound good. Whew. Alright. Alright. Everything looks to be good. I'll keep an eye on it, but hopefully we should be fine. Sorry for the visual faux pas. I'm not sure how long it was doing it. Because again, I'm keeping an eye on my OBS, and I have my OBS screen over the preview screen and whatnot over my Twitch board, so shows me, I suppose. Alright, moving on.
Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Oh, Estinian.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Oh dear. Meanwhile, usually never means good. Oh. Xenos has been busy.
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
Mm-mm.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
Oh no. What is you know what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
What is it? What is it? Oh Lord, what weapon is it? Oh, don't, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Yeah, we kind of have an aptitude for it. Again, far be it for anyone to say you do not do a lot for this group, Tataru. And if they do, they can answer to my fists. Thank you, thank you, Tataru. Let's see. Just checking, seeing how our progress is. Okay, that was indeed the end of patch 5.5. Death Unto Dawn, Part 1. And now we start Part 2, which at this point, being 3 quests, looks possibly quite short. Oh, good. Well, I should hope so. Another council meeting. Oh man. Well, why not? Indeed. Oh, but him asking your whereabouts all this time? Let us go then. Again, we are getting so close to the end of post-game. I know it sounds crazy, I wanted to see if we can maybe push. I don't know how much time 3 quests would take up. I wanted to see if we can push to the end of post game so that tomorrow we can start bright and fresh with Endwalker. Oh my goodness. Oh. Wow.
Esteemed guests, you honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would! Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay. Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
No.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered?
Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merlwyb truly intended to bombard the towers, she would have done so by now. Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
You'll get used to her sarcasm in time, I promise.
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon, the Empire, our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Well said, Eric. Let's see. The Ixal and the Sylph, right? Ixal and the Sylph from Gridania, where the Seed Seer is. The Kobold. The Kobold and the Sahagin in La Nacia, or Limsa Laminsa, where Merylwib is. And then as well, is it really just the Amalja that are in Phenolin? Trying to rack my brains here. But then in Kurthis, Dravania, and all the whole of Ishgard's area, we have the Vanu and the Nath. Then last but not least, from the area in Gearbanya and all the places that took place in Stormblood, we have Analia? I forget. Yeah, that basically represents all of the beast tribes of the entire realm.
I beg your pardon?
What is it, Soulwalker? Do not express your passion thus. A little city without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest. We, the Harding, will play our part.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future, as allies united in purpose.
Yay!
Ah! Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns kin into puppets! Pits brother against brother! Free them from his grasp, we shall!
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
It's taken a while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. And even once inside, a still greater threat may yet await them, that which we call a primal. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with such foes can only ever be considered a last resort. And so I move that we seek to prevent them from being summoned in the first place.
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends. Do so, and it may present a way to halt the summonings, or perhaps even neutralize the towers entirely.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We, Amalja, would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
Oh man.
I see we are all in accord. But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
But to me, dear. I don't know, because it's more than the whole of Eorzea. I would call it, one moment, please.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
In that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company of Eorzea was born.
Oh, Alpha, no.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, Oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Of course. Oh. What is it, Alphino? Oh. Hmm. Huh. You would ask him to be the leader over that? Oh. As if you have to ask. Really? Oh. Hmm. Okay. Again, bringing back the past at the end of A Realm Reborn with the defecting of the Crystal Braves. Not of all of them, but of quite a few. Oh. Indeed, he's got the right of it. I'm sure that's heartening to Alphinaud too. Why do you think the Crystal Braves ended in failure? Hmm. Hopefully that helped, again, bolster Alphino even just a little bit. I know he's determined, but he probably still has his heavy thoughts on his mind. Yeah. Alright. New Gridelia then. Oh dear. Well, if anyone was to take on hearing something blunt, probably better it to be Say than it was Alphinaud, though he will be... While he will be reading those comments, I guess it was best he was spared from seeing their faces as they spoke it. Anyway, he knows it's all for the better of what's to come. On we go. Then hopefully our findings would, as the Elder Seedseer said, help us in our communication amongst the sylphs with the rest of the beast tribes. It's been a while since we last spoke. What? Oh. Hey, what? What? Uh-oh. Fortunat Levieux? Oh, and of course it would come from Graha to point that out. Ever our little historian and anthropologist. Oh my gracious. Oh. Yes, let us hurry back. Meeting not only someone from Charlian, but also Alice and Alphino's father. It's true as they say that they've had very little contact. Oh, frames, please. Oh, boy. We're just rife with all sorts of troubles, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, good? I think we good. They've just had very little contact with their father since they left, it seems. Alright. Yes, please. Then we can take that to the Conjurer's. Only appears to be the Elder Seed Seer. Twin adders in our group. Yeah, we about to find out.
Elder seats here, I thank you for granting me this audience. I am Fortuno Levea, here in my capacity as representative of the Forum.
It is I who should thank you, Master Fortuno, for journeying so far and so swiftly. Would that our first meeting could have been under happier circumstances.
It has been too long, Father. You look well.
As do you both. Ameliance will be glad to hear that you are taking care of yourselves.
How is Mother?
She misses you terribly, of course, but is otherwise a picture of health. Circumstances apart, I'm grateful that our meeting has afforded me the chance to be reunited with my children at long last. And I believe I also owe you thanks for the hospitality you showed my father, Louisois, during his sojourn in Eorzea.
Oh.
All thanks we owe to him. In the days prior to the 7th Umbral Calamity, it was your father's tireless efforts which granted us a means to vanquish the Primals. Were it not for him, our strength would have been quite spent by the time the Empire arrived. That Gridania still stands is in large part his achievement. He was a great man.
He would doubtless have been moved to hear you say so. I must confess, however, that I opposed his decision to intervene. And my position remains unchanged.
Oh dear. You've come all this way to say no?
To chart the course of history, not to change it. I am familiar with the Sharlayan stance.
It is more than that. It is our way of life, who we are. But I came here not to deliver a lecture, but the Forum's answer to your request. Sharlayan will under no circumstances intervene in the conflict between Eorzea and the Garlean Empire.
May I ask for what reason the Forum has come to this decision? The final days spell the end not only for Eorzea, but the entire world.
The final days? Pray spare me your hyperbole. This conflict is no more than the latest in a series of petty squabbles between yourselves and Garlemald. One in which Sharlayan will take no part. If the final days were truly upon us, we would know.
Oh dear.
Father, you must ask the Forum to reconsider. You may feel safe on your little island across the waves, but if you imagine the Telophoroi will leave you be, you are mistaken. They mean to kill us all, themselves included.
Alphino is right. We have seen what the enemy is capable of, the lengths to which they'll go. This is no time to turn a blind eye. If Eorzea falls, so too will Sharlayan. So if you truly love our homeland, you will join us. Now, before it's too late.
I thought you knew better than to raise your voice to your elders. It seems I was wrong. Wrong to ever let you leave, Sharlayan. I consoled myself that your time abroad would instill in you some hint of restraint, of discipline.
Oh boy.
But I see now that Eorzea has made fools of you both. Have you forgotten why it was that I so vehemently opposed your grandfather's departure? For all his wisdom, his only solution was to go to war. Death, devastation, ruin. Even those who claim victory are scarred for life. What prize could ever justify such sacrifice? It is the duty of the learned to avert such tragedy. By fanning the flames of war, you forsake all you once held dear.
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence.
I see your friend shares your misguided ideals. But unlike her, you should know better.
Wow.
By espousing such barbaric notions, you subvert the teachings of Sharlayan and place all we have worked for in jeopardy. Alphino, Alizé, as of this moment, you shall no longer bear the name of Leveilleur.
What? You're just going to denounce your children there and then?
What?
Father! How you choose to live your lives is no longer my concern. If you wish to walk the path of ruin, I will not stand in your way.
Master Fourcheneau, while Sharlayan may have no intention of intervening in this conflict, we can still part as friends. Will you not stay and speak with us, that we might learn of Sharlayan's hopes for the morrow?
I have said what I came here to say. Any further discussion would be meaningless.
So you just came to tout your pompous high standards, offer no such words of counsel, and frickin' denounce your children and go?
Father! Wait! Don't bother, Alizé!
How can you stand there and watch him walk away? How can you let this happen?
Oh, my heart. That's just it. They hand down their judgment like they're just gods watching from afar. Really looked like Graha really wanted to say something in all of his observings of history and whatnot across the ages. His time in the First as the Exarch. I only hope he might share something. Me? Yeah, Corral, he did. Did you know this was gonna happen? Of course they didn't tell her. Oh gosh. Us, good as Charlian. Please do. Well, this is going to be the last quest. Post-game. Things still look good. Good. Rixio? Oh dear. Heading to Kurthus? To Ishgard? Ugh. Goodness. What do they mean to do now? Also, I have a mind to adopt Alphino and Alice, though I know... I don't know if their father, decided to say that out of passion, lest he anticipated one or other of their responses, or... Ugh. I don't know if their mother would agree with disowning them, essentially. Heck, I'll be a dadgum freaking godmother to those two. No, they know they deserve it. Precious cinnamon buns as they are. Heck. Oh. So she has. Cordola want to tell her. Other than what happened inside the tower? You're involved!
Arenvold! I can't tell you how good it is to see you.
It arrived a lot sooner than expected, eh? The day I craned my neck up at you.
Only because you're sitting down. Unless...
Afraid so. The Chirurgeons say I may never walk again.
Oh.
Come on, Alfino, it could be worse. Besides, I didn't come here to dampen the mood. Quite the opposite. All I've ever wanted was to fight for a cause I believe in. But my fighting days are over. So I want you to fight in my stead. Be the hero I can't.
I am no hero.
That's what they all say, though. No one ever calls themselves a hero. Even the ones who eat primals for breakfast. It's for others to decide. Look, Alfino. You already are a hero. To me and countless others. We see you doing your damnedest to protect us all. And you're not alone, are you? There are people who believe in you, just as you believe in them.
And things may have changed, but the adventure isn't over yet.
I know what's at stake, and how many people are depending on you. But I believe in you. Believe that you'll see it through. That's why I'm entrusting my dreams to you. Like Albert and Owley once entrusted their dreams to me.
There was a time when I would have borne the weight of such expectations without a second thought. But now, I know just how heavy that burden can be.
Oh, no.
To tell the truth, I'm beginning to wonder if I chose the right path. Sacrifices will inevitably be made for the sake of the ideals I uphold. Maybe I am not the person I thought I was. The person you think I am.
I wouldn't presume to tell you. But I will say this. In spite of everything, you've come this far. The road ahead might not always be clear, but you've never been one to give up or take the easy way out. And everything you do for others. For a brighter future. I'm proud to call you my friend.
Well, I've said my piece, so I'll let you go. I know you've got more important things to be doing. Just give what I've said some thought, all right?
I shall, my friend. And we will meet again soon, I promise.
Nothing left for me to do but wave and smile.
You've got a pretty narrow view of what it means to be a hero, do you know that? You think they're all forged in the fires of battle? That it's all about being brave and killing villains? Alphino and the others will carry on their fight. But theirs isn't the only one. There are other ways you can make a difference. If you stop feeling sorry for yourself and put your bloody mind to it.
Zelda.
There's not much chance of me living the quiet life with you around, is there?
If you're content to twiddle your thumbs thinking of what might have been, that's your lookout. But I reckon you've got some fight left in you.
And I reckon you might be right. If there's a way I can still help my friends, I'll bloody well find it.
Oh. Oh, that came at such a good time. Oh. Right. Hmm. Oof. I really would think about continuing this tonight, but it's already almost 9 o'clock. Oh my gracious. So with the final battle on the horizon staring down at us, I think that is where we will call it for tonight. Tomorrow, we will start this here. We will do Death Unto Dawn and make our way towards Endwalker. Oh my gracious. But thank you everyone that was here, whether you lurked or chatted. I always appreciate you being here and supporting me and the stream. That we will be back with this tomorrow afternoon. Time will probably be about the same, starting maybe between 2:30 and 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I will usually tweet and post in the Discord when I'm going live. So again, if you enjoyed the stream, I would encourage you to follow so you know when I go live and what's going on. If you want to join the community, !community in the chat will lead you to our Discord with the schedule, with when we're going live, notifications, just other things that we like to share within the community and whatnot among each other. But let's see. Twitch is down again. Twitch now is, excuse me. Hang on. I know where we'll go tonight. Don't know if he's... It looks like he's still going. So we are going to go and host Supreme, who is doing Donkey Kong Country shuffler runs, apparently, where it's like all of the Donkey Kong countries and then it shuffles in between them like every period of time, like maybe 20, 50 seconds, depending. I've seen shufflers before. They're a fun bunch. But we will do that. But I hope you all have a lovely day or evening, wherever you are out in the world. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care, everyone.